Lifting. We're doing lifting. I'm here with Mark Willis, who has literally just like at the last minute just been like, all right, I'm going to jump in and be a body. Mark is a definite performer extraordinaire that I've gotten to work with, which is wonderful. So thank you for coming on.
My pleasure.
So for lifting can come in many forms. So I'm not telling Mark exactly how to do this, but I'm going to just ask you to pick up that. Okay, so he actually already had some technique that I really loved, but let's actually break it down because there are many ways that people lift things up off the floor, okay? I don't know why I threw this over here because I'm going to use it again. So what he did is he went down and he put his forearm on his knee and went here to protect his back and then come back up, which was great. What he did miss on his way down, he still had this going on with his body before he got down to the ground and up. So that's something, if that is a technique you're doing because you don't have the strength in your body or the flexibility in your body, that is definitely an option. So I'm really glad you did it that way. Another thing you can, option that people do, a lot of dancers do, is we're like, oh, I have the flexibility, and we go down and we pick it up, no problem. So would you mind mocking that type of way of, yes, exactly. Yeah. See, that's what Mark already knows. He's like, this is not my option. But what he just demonstrated with his great comedy, love it, with his comedy, was that rounding of the spine. Your back needs to be flat. I do not care. Nobody cares that you are able to hinge at your hips and show off your hamstrings. Nobody cares. You're just picking up something off the floor, okay? So when you're doing this, if you need to bend your knees a little bit, do it because you need to keep that flat back. Because as light as this is, if you're doing this repetitively, and especially if this has any weight to it, it can cause major issues. Okay, the next thing I want to demonstrate is, Mark, would you mind lying on the floor like the not dead yet guy? So this, and scoot down towards the windows a little bit, please. Thank you. So this can happen. Sometimes you're dragging someone on stage. This could be some sort of dance performance. It can also just be, a part of your direction. So for instance, in Spam-A-Lot, somebody is dragged on. Now you need to be very careful. You should not be twisting your body and pulling. This is literally what causes herniated discs for a lot of golfers. Literally. You need to have your body square on. You can still stay in character. Even if you are playing the freaking hunchback actor, you can have your back flat here and you can pull properly, bringing it all in your glutes. See how I'm hinging in those hips as I'm going away? Also, you need to watch when you're pulling that person, which I was doing very poorly. I need to keep his arm as close to my body as possible. Because if I don't do that, thank you so much, if I go here, this actually causes more pressure on my spine. Anything you lift needs to be lifted as close to your body as possible. Repeat after me, as close to my body as possible. Okay, so now would you mind standing up? Okay, then also sometimes as performers, we are moving sets. And I love this chair. The reason why this chair is so great is because optimally, as I said, when we lift something or move something, we want it to be as close to our body as possible. Even if we need to get down and push it, you need to just be, humping it, literally. It needs to be all in, as close to your center of your body to prevent that strain on your back. And I keep going to the back because this is a very common thing that hurts backs, improper lifting. And with performing, you're doing these things over and over and over again. So for here, if you need to take, I'm just giving an example, a piece of furniture and move it as part of your direction, you need to go like this and out. I am not twisting my body to make it happen. My whole body is shifting to move it. Does the audience go, oh my gosh, they fell out of character? Absolutely not. They don't care. You're just moving furniture in that part. Like, you can sit there and make comments and stay in character, but get your body positioned properly. Now, here's where the challenge happens. Sometimes, and I'm definitely seeing this in my current show, for some actors, this piece of equipment that you need to move, the part where you're holding is already going to be far away from your body. Far away from your body. All right, so from what I just said, would you mind trying to move that? Just slide it over to the side. Mark, and demonstrate what you would think. Cool, thank you. What we already saw there, which was so helpful, is he had his back leg like this. You don't want that. You want both feet planted, so do that. Okay, and now bring your whole body closer, as close as you can. And then, of course, feet out and around, because you don't want them to get hit by this, okay? All right, and then look at your back. See that? Look at that. Just pinching those shoulder blades together. Now, I want you to bend your right knee. So lean towards that right knee a little bit. And now as you push it to the side, I want you to kind of hinge over to here and let it slide like that. Feel that difference? It's something like that. Let's actually face this way so people can see what I did. All right. So there. And glide. He has less twist going on in his legs. It's much better. It's still not so ideal, but it's the best he can do in that situation with the equipment in front of him. Now, if you are working with somebody and they're saying, oh, does this work for you? It is up to you, the actor, to speak up. They're asking you because they want to know if it works. So it's your opportunity to ask for 2 little handles here. Say, actually, this doesn't work for me. Can we have 2 handles here? And then I can go, say it. Speaking up about this is not a big deal. That's literally why they ask. Literally why you're asked. Requesting certain things for the betterment of your body, for the performance, and for your health, only everybody wins. Speaking up about that is not complaining. That's collaborating. That's collaborating. Okay. Now, if you are doing any partner work, anybody who's doing any type of partner work, so I'll be the guy. So any type of partner work, notice how in ballet, the men are always really close to the women? There's a reason for that. If they're like this the whole time, they're going to end up getting hurt. They also can't control them so much. You need to think that with anything, even lifting, you need to be very, very close to that person. If they are new to you, I get it. In rehearsal, it's kind of like that, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Now I'm going to, kind of grab your butt as I lift you above my head. I don't care. Get up, ask that person, do you feel comfortable with me touching certain areas? Do you have any areas that are off limits? Always have that conversation with your partner. And then you know that you can touch their bottom in order to support them better. You might need to go around it. And you can have that conversation with your partner right off the bat in order to be able to lift them in a way that's best for both of you. So definitely communication is really, really key. I've given just a couple examples. If you have certain things going on, please take a picture, send it my way, and I can definitely give you video tips on how to better lift and protect yourself. Thank you so much.